through and within JCI as such. Today, the Business Platform Task Force has prepared a very packed program full of networking, keynotes, business club meeting. Check out the program. I am very happy and very honored that we have one wonderful and very esteemed guest here. I remember in 2018, at the European conference in Riga, he opened JCI for Business. So, without further ado, I would like to ask our Secretary General, Kevin Hin, for a few words. Kevin,
yes.
The floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much, dear EDC Councillor Jana, and I wish everybody a very good morning, dear National Presidents, dear President Ismail, who's on this call as well, and all the members joining us from around the world and also watching us on Facebook Live for this excellent business day, which I'm personally really looking forward to. Yes, indeed. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to the whole business task force led by EDC Councillor Jana Havlichkova, and for your hard work and commitment to this cause. And yes, thank you for reminding me, but I did say that at the time in Riga, before I got speechless, about when I was chairing the European conference as EVP 2 years ago. I've always believed that JCI is open for business, and today marks this day more than ever. We must be an organization anchored in economic relevance to be able to succeed and add value to our members. Just to give you a little bit of context about where JCI is going, how we must define ourselves in the future. JCI, as I mentioned, and as you know, JCI changed its tagline last year. We're no longer focusing on global leadership of young active citizens. However, we are focusing on developing leaders for a changing world. So we're focusing on the leadership side. What does that mean? It means that instead of members helping JCI to impact the communities directly, it's JCI, on the contrary, which will help our members and impact our members and change the lives of individuals who can then go on and change the community. So we're actually serving our members on the ground and not the members helping us. And to do that, we're amplifying the skills of young people who join us over the course of their JCI careers for 10 or 15 years as JCI members. We will take their latent leadership skills and unleash them onto the world, thanks to the 4 areas, projects and trainings in 4 areas of opportunity, which are business and entrepreneurship, community impact, international cooperation, and individual development. Once the member has become a true JCI leader, a master of all 4 of these areas of opportunity, then they can go out and become leaders in government, business, and civil society, and then make positive change in the world. We cannot have people, members, making positive change in the world unless they are properly trained to do so. Otherwise, the organization loses its credibility. And as President Pascal Dique once said, our members cannot go and change the world if they cannot first pay their bills and pay their rent. So we need members who are properly equipped to do so and have the skills to inspire others. If they're not trained, we cannot be credible in approaching governments or business leaders or corporate partners or influencers in the world if we do not have the quality in our membership base and the talent in our membership base to be able to do so. So this brings us back to business. Let's make it very clear that we are making business part of our actions once again, but we're not talking about hardcore business and introverted business networking here. The aim of JCI is not to become in the future a business networking organization, just like the aim is not to be a charity or community organization or humanitarian organization, neither is it to become a train-the-trainer organization or a global service club. We must combine all 4 areas of opportunity to create complete JCI leaders. So the business component, creating leaders who are business savvy, who are not necessarily entrepreneurs running a business, but who are enterprising in their mindsets and in their outlook and open-minded. This is what we're trying to achieve at JCI and how business can help. So it's not just about business networking, though this is a key component and helping you own businesses, but it's also highlighting the fact for business leaders that service to humanity is the best work of life. And therefore, it's inspiring others, mentoring others with your business skills, transferring knowledge to other young people who maybe, if you're a 35 to or 40-year-old business leader, you can inspire others to follow your lead like you were when you were 20 or 25 years old, and create the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. Also, it's creating entrepreneurs in these day and ages who care about society, who do have a social slant as well, who support the Sustainable Development Goals too, and who support responsible consumption, who support local businesses, who support caring for others and businesses that can have positive impact on the community. Because when we do have positive impact on the community, believe it or not, we do also build up our customer bases as well, and we can create brand loyalty. This is where we're going at JCI now. So I believe that the content of this business day is expertly done. It's not just about networking. It's also lots of panels, lots of interaction, lots of brainstorming on the future of business and on the motivation of a workplace, lots of keynote speakers as well. And also IT will play a part with a future business platform to link the profiles of JCI members all around the world. One of the big issues we've been facing, and which we discussed even yesterday in our team, is that lots of JCI members join JCI and go to international events. And I personally, over the last 10 years, have been making loads of friends, but I have no idea what they do in their day jobs, because it's something we don't really emphasize. And this is something which we'll need to change in future events, be them physical or online or offline. It will be important for everybody to know what each other does in their day jobs as well, and not just at JCI, so that we can help each other too. And it's something I really recommend you in your national and local organizations, highlight what each member does in their professional lives as well, because talent attracts talent. And the more you highlight the talent of your membership pool in your countries and in your cities and in your local organizations, the more JCI will be seen as a credible force when going to approach local business leaders and government leaders as well. I will just conclude by saying a quick word about the initiatives JCI is doing, not just at a European level, but at a global level, spearheaded by President Itai Maniere. We're actually coming up with a very, very solid response in the next few weeks on how JCI can react to the COVID pandemic. And you're thinking, wow, the COVID pandemic's been going on for 3 or 4 months. Why wait so long? Well, actually, we're not focusing just on the health implications. We're focusing on long-term sustainable solutions to address the psychological issues on the populations, and mainly the economic depression which is likely to follow, and staving off its effects. Like, for example, in the United Kingdom, there's a whole furlough system which is supporting businesses and salaries until September. But what's going to happen after the next 3 months when everybody goes off the cliff and the lifeline goes dry? We need to figure out how we can help on this and how we can remotivate the workforce and reboost economies. So on Monday morning at 11 a.m. GMT, so that's 12 noon in the UK, 1 p.m. in Central Europe, and 2 p.m. in Turkey, we've got a high-level keynote speaker panel, which I will be honored to be moderating, hosted by President Itai Maniere, which will all about moving forward together as a JCI global network, sustaining and rebuilding economies. We've got 2 JCI ambassadors, Ambassador Baybars Altuntaş from the World Business Angels Forum in Turkey, who'll be joining us. Also Ambassador Wayne Clark from a Global Growth Institute focusing on motivating the workforce as well. And also TOYP honoree Stephanie Woolard from JCI Australia, who'll be talking about social entrepreneurship and how we can create business with a heart and business that cares about society and the future, and how we can link business to a sustainable future as well. So this Business Day initiative is not just the direction of JCI Europe, it's the direction of JCI worldwide. We must move forward as one global team with one global voice and one global message, pushing all 4 areas of opportunity in order to develop strong and enterprising leaders for this changing world. And I really hope that during this day, this Business Day, you will develop the inspiration, the contacts and the skills to be able to transfer them into your communities, because it's the members on the ground, you yourselves, national presidents, local board members, and the members, the leaders with no titles, who are the ones who are creating impact every day and really making JCI relevant as a global leadership organization. Thank you very much. I hand back to EDC Chair Jana, and I really hope that, wish you all the best. Make sure that you talk about this day to all your friends so they can join us either in this session or on Facebook, all your members, and let's make business relevant as one of the 4 areas of opportunity, and really announce that JCI is once again open for business. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Secretary Kevin Hinn. Inspirational as always. I am very happy to see the direction JCI is going, because this is what we are here for, to help our members, to help our communities, and to get through this together, because we are in this together. And we will be together, hopefully, for the rest of the business day. So allow me to share my screen with you and briefly take you over the program of the day, and also to give you a little bit more insight into what the JCI Business Platform Task Force has been working on. I can see that we have Marcus here and Tobias. Thank you guys for joining me. Good. All right, so sharing screen. Now. Good. I hope you can all see it. So this is the program of the day. What we have prepared so far. From 10 to 12, there will be a 2-hour-long sort of business club meeting. This is what I do for a living. I run business networking clubs that promote long-term cooperation, contact and know-how sharing among entrepreneurs, and also sometimes, even larger corporations, because everything is about people, and if people want to help each other, there is no stopping them. And this is something that we're also considering that could be run in JCI, within JCI, for JCI members. Then we will have a short break for lunch. And after lunch, there is a little keynote training, business networking training for 1 hour, just to make sure that everybody knows how to network effectively. Because afterwards, what you have learned in the morning and during the training, you will have the opportunity to apply during business speed networking, which is your chance to meet 10 different JCI members interested in business opportunities within 1 hour. It is a set of 10 one-on-one sessions. One thing I didn't mention, we currently have 35 people registered for the business club meeting. The maximum capacity is 40, so it's looking very good. Thank you for confirming and providing extra information that will be necessary. After business speed networking, there is a chance and opportunity and time for Marcus to shine with his session, Business Efficiency and Motivation Hacks. I know that he has been preparing for this really diligently, and it will be worth it. There are some very good lessons to be learned. If you are still alive and full of energy, from 5 to 7, there are 2 mastermind sessions. There is one that is sort of the panel type of mastermind, sustainability mastermind, organized by JCI Poland, namely Joanna Mamczur, the national president of last year and this year, and her colleagues. But at the same time, because the session is only for about 20 to 30 people, there are other mastermind sessions that are sort of brainstorming sessions that are open for other 30 people. And we close the day not with a bedtime story, but with JCI business stories that are success stories of successful projects or successful business cooperations within JCI. So this is basically what JCI does to promote business, and this is also how people can use business, can use JCI to grow their business. So this is what we have planned for today. And when I say that that is something that we have planned, I would like to introduce you to what is we, who we are. JCI Europe Business Platform Task Force. To give you a little bit of context, this idea was born during the European Presidents' meeting in Moldova, when there was a request from JCI Germany and JCI Cyprus if there could be a task force looking into opportunities, how to promote business, and the area of opportunity, the business area of opportunity within JCI. We put together a team from members from all over Europe, France, Germany, Finland, Ireland, Malta, Lithuania, Czech Republic. I'm proud to be Czech. We had some meeting, we brainstormed, we came up with a lot of ideas, and then Corona hit us. So we focused on what we can do now. What is the thing that we can do now? What to focus on now? Some really quick solutions. But when I say we, let's look at who actually we are. I have to say that there are more of us, but the people who you will see today, who are here today, are of course Marcus from Malta, me from the Czech Republic, Tobias from Germany, Audrey from France, a new member, Christina, Andreas, and also Jutta from Finland. So if you see these people around, and if you enjoy the day-to-day, just make sure that you say, thank you, I had a good time. Because it is quite some work, and these guys are doing an amazing job, and you know, it's just sheer pleasure and joy to work with them, because they are full of ideas, they want to share the ideas, and so the JCI Europe Business Day is here. But now, looking at the solutions that we looked at, there were many ideas, as I mentioned. When you say business platform, a lot of people imagine some online platform. So obviously the website solution or web-based solution was something that we discussed greatly. And by we, I mean the people who understand it. This is the part where I usually just listen and say that is a good idea. But it is something that JCI definitely needs. And it's good that JCI is working on. And if you feel like you want to work on it with us, the task force is always open to new people who want to lend a hand. We also focused on business networking at events, because we do meet at conferences. We go to various keynotes, training sessions, and we go to parties. But we believe that we could have more business-oriented training, business networking, in general, more business opportunities. I mean, those people who want to do business through JCI, they will always find a way. But the idea is also to encourage other people to really promote entrepreneurship and the entrepreneurial spirit. Because if you're a doer, if you go and get things done, then you not only do it in your business, but you also do it in your life, in your community, and in JCI. So it's very nice to see that successful entrepreneurs are also successful JCI people or JCI members, and successful JCI members usually are successful business people as well. We also looked into the options of how to organize business opportunities online. And here we are, JCI Europe Business Day. We researched the Step Up for Europe campaign. And we thought that, you know, stepping up for Europe could be something like step up for European businesses, step up for, you know, your local businesses, because even your local business is part of Europe, because we are all part of Europe. Then the campaign was proposed in a little bit different manner. So it changed to Rebuild, Connect, Lead, which is something that we can also work with, because we have to rebuild the communities, we have to rebuild the businesses. One of the things that we also found interesting was Erasmus for young entrepreneurs, because that is something that, for example, JCI Czech Republic was involved in, and it promotes business, it promotes international cooperation. And for JCI, it is a very good tool, a very good idea, because we have international contacts, we have young people with entrepreneurial mindset who want to learn. And yeah, something that has been going on for quite a while, corporate membership. That's something to consider, because that also grows our membership base, helps us with partners, and also brings more business-oriented people and organizations into JCI. And then one thing that is a very well-kept secret, the European Senate actually has business mentoring and business networking opportunities, but our members don't know about it. So this is also one way to go. You know, that's like a lot of opportunities. There is even more opportunities that I just don't want to overwhelm you with. If you also see some other opportunities, please do reach out to us. Let us know, share your ideas, because what we want to create is something that as many members as possible will be able to take opportunity and make the most of. So now, let's have a look at some of the solutions, the quick solutions or easily prepared solutions are. I mean, we're going to start with the one that is not that easy, but we believe it is very important. And that is the web-based solution. And for that, I give the mic to Tobias.
Hi, Jana, thank you very much. Great introduction. Well, most of the stuff you already said, and we in the team agreed on that the web-based solution is one of the key elements of the business network. And our goal or our discussion was, what can we do to make it really easy in use, and also put the entry barrier quite low. And thus we meant, okay, JCI is currently rebuilding the website. Hopefully with then Create API, which allows some programs to like interface with our member database. And as well, we all or everybody who's doing business owns a LinkedIn or Xing or some kind of profile. And from our experience, let's say stories from Germany, it's really hard to get everybody registering somewhere, blah, blah. And the goal for the web-based solution really is just to link more or less the JCI profile together with your LinkedIn or Xing profile, and thus generate a map you see here on the screen with all business involved JCI members, which is hopefully a really growing number. And within this just platform view, you can filter for persons, look up their skills, look up their companies. If you are somewhere in a business trip, you can look up if there's somebody next to it which you can who you can visit as well. And well, this is most of the benefit. And also, as Jana mentioned, it would be great to get people involved in that project. The tools are there. It's just a matter of like doing it. And yeah, it would be great if you join us for this for the project, because it's a really big thing. Yeah, here's the technical view on the next slide. How it might look like. So just to link these two entities of data together to generate a platform which gives us a benefit all over JCI Europe or maybe JCI World. Have I forgotten something, Jana?
I don't know.
Great. Somebody's
I don't.
putting in the chat, yeah, API is vital. I think we have to address this to Kevin as well. I think he has some things in the new website project, and I think this will allow us a lot of opportunities for future, also with platform economy and so on. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tobias.
You're welcome.
It is wonderful working with JCI people who understand the stuff you don't. You know, it's all about helping each other. Okay. Then another thing we looked at was online networking events, because that's something that can be done anytime, anywhere. And it's not just like a substitute. We cannot do it offline, so let's do it at least online. There is a lot of opportunities, or there are a lot of opportunities in online connecting. You have seen many events that otherwise wouldn't happen, even fun events. I remember quizzes, pub quizzes attended by people from all over. This is something that we can also do in business activities within JCI. I run a little networking franchise that is going international in autumn. So what we looked at is like, you know, something that you cannot do normally, something that you can only do online. And it is like, you know, you're not gonna fly all over Europe just for 1 hour long meeting or 2 hour long meeting. So what we want to do is try this club meeting or regular meeting, whatever you want to call it, also for JCI members who are interested in doing business. The idea is to run 3 sample online meetings, just like the one that starts at 10, and to see if this is something that JCI people are interested in and that can help JCI as such. So we want to try it with some 3 sample meetings, evaluate what's going on, adjust whatever needs to be adjusted, and then maybe prepare some solution to be used in future. And maybe if it works for Europe, because sharing is caring, share the ideas with other areas. And the last thing that can be implemented quite quickly, because it is already there, we just have to let people know, is the cooperation with European Senate. And that is in the area of business mentoring and networking. Currently, we would have to set up how it's gonna work, define the conditions, who's eligible for what, etc. Define the process, how you can apply for it, how long it lasts, and things like that. Then, you know, test it, just like we did with EDC mentoring that is currently running its pilot, and see how it works. And then make sure that everything we do, or everything that gets done this year, also continues and survive until the next years. Because we just don't want to keep reinventing the wheel. We want to create some sustainable solutions for promoting business in JCI and helping our members develop their business, basically developing the business area of opportunity. So I cannot see the chat while I'm sharing my screen. So if you have any questions about these, just don't be afraid to reach out to me or Marcus or Tobias or any other members of the task forces that are currently present or that will be present during the day. In the email invitations, I think you definitely have my email details and everything. So you have the way to reach us. And of course, if you have some questions right now, ask away. Otherwise, if there are no other questions, let me just go over the program once more so that you know what to expect, what you have registered for. If you have registered for some of the sessions and cannot attend, please unregister, because the sessions were full like a week ago, and then we realized that many people don't show up. But I hope that, you know, in business, time is money. So let's be respectful also to others. And if we say that we're going to be there, let's be there. If we cannot be there, it's okay. But just unregister so that other people can join. So thank you very much. This is everything from me. And this is everything about the program, everything about what the task force has been working on, and everything that you have to look forward to today during JCI Europe Business Day. So if there are no questions, it's time to have a short break, and I'll see you again at 10 sharp for the sample business club meeting. If you're joining that session, I'll give you a little hint and a little, you know, time to prepare. There will be a 60-second pitch. So you can use the 20 minutes you have to work on your pitch. And also, it is about sharing contacts. We will share the list of participants, but if you have some short description, who you are, what you do, what you're looking for, how we can help you, then prepare it, and you can then just post it in the chat so that everybody can hear it and read it at the same time. Good. So thank you very much for this session. I'm going to play some music and I'm going to stop the Facebook Live share. Wonderful. So we are offline, and you can use this time to prepare, to chat, whatever. The meeting will start here. So the people who are not registered for the business club meeting, I don't want to kick you out. But let me check how many participants we have.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
The live broadcasting is over. With my members in JCI Ankara in Turkey, the capital, we were thinking about a software to connect members all over JCI, because we have the LinkedIn and other social media accounts to connect people, but we don't know their background, where they're working, their age, and blah, blah, things like that. But once we heard about your idea to connect them in the business sense, we were so excited. And we wonder, and thank you so much. I mean, it's such a brilliant idea, and to all your team's work. And we wonder if there's anything that we can help to support it with a software, or any idea that we can do as the chapters. We already have members willing to do that. Because we don't have a database in the JCI level, global level. We just can get into JCI CC and see their name, and if only they have entered any info regarding their background. This is all you can see. Otherwise, you just check from social media to find people wherever you're traveling. Is there any idea to compose a database to reach the JCI members, including their business info?
Yes. Yes, there is. Thank you for the question. And this is the solution that Tobias was talking about. Tobias, are you still here?
Sorry, I'm in the morning outfit, and it's why I cannot put on my camera.
Tobias reported that he had some problems with connection, but this exactly is the idea behind the web-based solution, that we would help people create or connect their business profile as well. For me, I see this as something like, you know, you upload your information from LinkedIn or connect your LinkedIn somehow to your JCI profile, JCI account. Maybe Marcus could help with that, because this is really not my area of expertise.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah. Good. So coffee break, and I'll play some music. Or if anybody has good music.